corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes the pick. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down, but boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Singletary. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
And Buffalo fans are hoping to see a lot more of that in his second season. Just 4 sacks in his rookie year, but the potential for double digits is exactly why Buffalo took him 30th overall in 2021.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
What do you got? What do you got?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Allen now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
22! Bring back to your right, 22! Stop!
Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score, but Remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice first down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, Allen rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Allen. Tutu Atwell, 73 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Allen being chased out left. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. A nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Final shot before half for Allen. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And he he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And this one too low.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano
firing in from his linebacker position.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary. 66 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Third and long. It's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From midfield, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Allen now on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Rams 21. Tyler Bass to the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Stafford now to throw.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Alert! 22!
Stafford looks to throw again. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw, Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Atwell now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
13 yards on the play.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. On the return is Powell. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey! Double right!
Again, it's Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.